Hi, I just wanted to share with you a bit about what I'll be doing this year in Waterloo, in Ontario, Canada. And wanted to ask you a question. When you think of the age group between 18 to 22 years old, what do you think are some of the most significant challenges facing them? I just turned 22 last month, so I can think of a few. And one of the biggest challenges that faces us, I think, is perhaps, finding purpose or meaning. And some people my age have thought that they found it and are pursuing certain things like career or maybe even good things like family and things like that. And others just haven't found anything of eternal significance yet. I think there is a great need on university campuses. Students often enter university at a very important time in their life. These are their formative years. They're deciding what they want to do with the rest of their life, maybe even who they're going to date and who they're going to marry, and even figuring things out like their own faith and whether it's something they believe on their own and have an actual relationship with Jesus, or whether it's just something that's been passed down by their family. And students are facing a lot of pressures as well. One statistic says that students have seen a dramatic increase in seeking help for things like depression, sexual assault. But I want to ask, what if in the face of all these intense cultural pressures, there's an opportunity to give students a chance to hear about Jesus and to know Him personally? And more than that, what if it was possible to reach Christian students and disciple them and help them grow in their faith so that it becomes a lifelong transformation and they're able to spread that to others? And that's why Campus for Christ exists. Campus for Christ is here so that we can make a maximum contribution towards fulfilling the Great Commission in Canada and around the world through building movements of discipleship and evangelism. As a student at Simon Fraser University, I've gotten a chance to talk to a lot of random different people. And one thing I've noticed is, there is a lot of lostness out there. Some people have spiritual backgrounds from their family and might believe there's a God or might believe in some sort of higher power. Some students don't believe in God at all. But I really believe that they need to hear about Jesus and about the gospel. And I grew up in a Christian home. It's something I'm very grateful for. It gave me a really great foundation because I grew up hearing about Jesus from a very young age. One thing though, being surrounded by Christians and going to church and having lots of relatives who are Christians, one thing that did show me though is that, just being a Christian or going to church doesn't protect you automatically from the ravages of sin in your life or how it affects others and how it can really lead to broken relationships. And that's given me a deep burden for God's people, that I really don't want to see fellow Christian brothers and sisters growing up and starting young families and also being ravaged by broken relationships and things like that. And that's why I really desire to see, students being reached at that age where they can be challenged and discipled to really get to know God better and to live for Him and His purposes and enjoy Him in their life instead of living for their own selfish causes or the things that they think will bring them fulfillment. And so that's what's really driving me. I really want to reach students so that they can grow and learn to walk with God in every area of their lives, and also to develop a passion for reaching other students and other people in the world, maybe people in distant lands who've never heard of Jesus, and to bring the gospel to each and every one of them. So my vision is to see students transformed into Christ-centered laborers whose all-consuming joy and treasure in life is God, and who desire to spread that joy in Jesus Christ to others. And that's what I really want to challenge students with. And I've seen firsthand how students in university can be transformed by the gospel. My first Bible study leader in Campus for Christ was Justin Chan, and he grew up in Maple Ridge, and he came to Simon Fraser University, and that was the first time he'd ever heard the gospel. Actually, one of the Campus for Christ students was sharing the gospel randomly one day, And they met up, and he gave his life to Jesus. And now he's working with Campus for Christ in the University of Manitoba as a staff member. And Campus for Christ has really been a great way for me to grow and catch that vision of reaching the university campus and reaching the world through that. But more than just a vision, it's given me an opportunity to live that out in leading Bible studies and leading other young Christians and doing evangelism, and all the while having a community of other like-minded young people to grow with, and that's something I always treasure. So I'll be serving as a staff intern for 8 or 9 months at the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada. And Waterloo is an interesting campus. There are 25,000 students there with 2,500 international students. And it's well known for its math and computer science and engineering. In fact, Research in Motion, the company that makes the BlackBerry handheld device, actually came out of one of the students or persons who used to go to Waterloo. And it's based in Waterloo, Kitchener, in that area. And next to that is Wilfrid Laurier University, which has 11,000 students and is known for business. And it's really a great place to reach the next generation of leaders and even students from around the world. And I'll be doing evangelism and helping out with outreaches, and also discipling young Christian students. I'll be leading Bible studies or discipleship groups and challenging the young men there to really give their lives more fully and committed to Jesus, and to be hopefully to lead them to be more excited about God and His purposes instead of living for their own purposes. So I hope what I shared with you piqued some of your interest. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or email me. And I pray that if the Lord leads you, you might want to partner with me in this ministry by joining my prayer support team and committing to pray for me and the ministry and the students there, or also by giving financially and to help me get to Waterloo on time. Thank you very much again for your time, and may the Lord bless you.